My name is Sakshi, and I'm working as a junior designer at Satish Nayak and Associates in Bangalore. Maybe it could be, experience. It's about exposure, like how you handle the clients and their needs, their budgets, preferences, what they want, and then evolving around it and creating your designs. And then, you have to understand your design principles and how to apply. So it's basically like not just planning, but also execution of it in the right way. I think it's not something that you just be like, oh, one day I wake up and I'm like, oh, I want to become this. It's a very gradual process. For me, it just pretty much started from childhood, like how every little detail would matter a lot. So it's definitely about, and as you keep growing old, it's about like how the design requires a lot of attention towards your skill and your knowledge, your experience. Your personal interest is also very much to be involved in this. And of course, when you do this, you tend to seek out for like new opportunities. And I think the more the opportunistic you are, the more opportunities you get. And I think that's like a better way, like a gradual increasing slope towards a better career for you. I think number one could definitely be creativity. It is very important to play, your creativity has got like a major role to play in it. Like you need to involve in it, just not by your surrounding, but also by your personal experience and everything. And then you also have to make sure that it's pretty much functional, coming onto the practical aspect of it. And nowadays I think it is very important to make it sustainable. That's what we are, I think most of us are walking towards. And definitely accessibility is one thing that needs to be really taken care of, and focused a lot on, because it's very important for us to think about everyone equally, and so that it's convenient and accessible for everybody. And so I think when we do initially, it's definitely about taking the requirements, definitely talking to the client and asking what all they need, their requirements and everything, analyzing it, consulting with the team, sitting down and jotting down. And it's like a step by step making of like a design thinking process. Then once all of that is understood, coming up with concepts and working more on that concept. Conceptualizing is, I think, plays the most important role, because only through that everything else is evolved. Then once that is done, your 2Ds and your 3Ds, the renderings and the visualization and all that. And because we are talking about interior designing, materials play a very important role. So once all of the visualization is done, I think the finishings and the fixtures and the material that you're using, the texture, if it is actually going with the surrounding, the ambience, all that plays a very important role. And once all of that is thought, the main thing is execution. So make sure better it is if you actually go and expose yourself. Like, so it is very important for you to collaborate. Start from small, definitely, but it's important for you to collaborate with like a lot of people. It could be architects, vendors, builders, contractors. Make sure that you involve yourself in everything. Just don't think that, okay, it's small, so we will not involve ourselves. It's okay even if it's small, but your involvement is something that's going to help you grow a lot. It's something that keeps changing. The world is changing, so of course the design definitely changes. And it's, I think now, as I just spoke earlier, that how sustainability is playing like a very important role. Yeah, so I think it's more about like how it's so sustainable, and about the social responsibilities, basically how we tend to make it really nice for the environment and much more accessible for the people, by keeping every factor in our minds. So yeah, I think as an interior designer, it is really important for us to stay up to date regarding whatever is happening. And also because we know nowadays that even the clients and everyone, they're also pretty much up to date. So it's like you have to be on your top game all the time. I would just say initially just be passionate and curious about what is going on around you, and make sure that you involve yourself in everything. Be creative, be curious in every small detail that you find. If you are interested in the smallest of it, that's how you'll actually, grow bigger for a longer thing. It's important for you to also build good relation with other designers, architects, vendors. They say the world is all about making contacts, so make it, but also make sure that you do not lose your originality. Stay strong with your opinions. Yeah.
Thank you, Sakshi.
Thank you.